Hello everybody and welcome to the Retro Robbins Show. Well, today I'm going to review hopefully 4 games, maybe 3 depending on how quickly this video goes. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Retro Robbins. I like to review games from out of Crash and compare their review to my review, which is a marks out of 10 rather than a percentage. Just it makes it more clearer. Put a little bit of background noise on, sorry, even. Right, today I'm going to be reviewing a couple of games from out the Crash Christmas Special 1986. And yeah, we'll get on to that in a minute. So, have I got any news for you today? Well, the time this video was posted, there was 26 hours to go for anybody who wishes to become a backer in the ZX Spectrum Next Issue 2, which means we've hit every stretch goal we could possibly have hit, and everyone's head over heels about that. And if you've been following it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what's that mean? It means they've raised a total of 1,647,064 with a total number of backers at the moment, and there's still 26 hours to go, bearing in mind from when this video was shot, of 4,673. Absolutely amazing. And as I speak, it's just gone up by 1, so that's just changed the figure as I speak. It's starting to heat up a little bit. Do you reckon they'll make 2 million? Who knows? Right, so I've got a new figure for you because that changed right on me. 1,647,399. Wow. With a total of 4,674 backers with 26 hours to go. That is as up to date as it can be. Unless you're watching this video at a later time, that is. Who knows? By the end of the day, it's going to be 1.7 surely. It's going to go manic those last few hours, I have no doubt. I have no doubt indeed. So, my computer of choice today is the Omni 128 clone. It's a laptop, but I've got it on the RGB out, so as you can see it on the big screen there. And the first game of today's choice, I'm just going to mute the AY sound because this has sound. I've been asked to review this to see if it is as good today as it was when it was first released. And the game in question is The Great Escape by Ocean, probably based on the film if I believe rightly. And if you haven't played this, you must play this. TJ, if you're watching my video, which I know you do occasionally, this is one you might make Game of the Week. So let's have a look at this game before I give it the Retro Robbins rating. The good thing is you can really find your keys, so obviously we're going to go, are we sure? Yeah. And play the game. Now, this game kind of plays itself. If you let go of the controls, it will do all the various tasks for you. Like, for instance, if you've got roll call, it'll take you to roll call. If you've got the exercise yard, it'll walk you to the exercise yard. So you can basically go away, make yourself a cup of tea, come back and you're still playing. Unlike Jetpack, if you was in the middle of firing something, you walked away. By the time you get back, you'll be starting a new game. So, yeah. Game design was absolutely brilliant. Isometrical game. And I think there was another one in the series similar to this, The Land That Time Forgot, if I remember rightly. Don't quote me on that. I think that, though, was only a 128k version. I don't know if they did a 48k version to that game. But this particular game is a quality play. Effectively, what you've got to do is escape. There's a couple of hidden tunnels which you can find. Avoid the guards. Roll call, as you see. If you let go of the controls, even though I've just moved it myself, the computer takes over and puts you in the right particular place. So it's just like being in a real prison of war camp, isn't it? Which is what it's based to be in. Occasionally you get a red cross parcel arrive. If you can open that, you find various items in it, such as wire cutters, which could help to be handy for cutting the wire on the barbed wire going around the fence, or the wire fence to get out. You can find keys which get you into other rooms, which is good. So yeah, the gameplay of this is pretty good. There's a YouTube video of somebody completing this, and yeah, I used to play this a lot in the day. Let him carry on with the roll call. So what do I think of this game? Well, without doubt, it's an absolute classic. Graphics, there's no sound during the game, but then that just adds to the feel of it. Good use of sprites, colour around the outside's fine. The flag goes down. However, if you get a German officer's suit, there's a little hack in it where by constantly taking off the suit and putting on the suit, that flag represents your morale. Your flag rises up, and you can get your flag back to its top morale again. But yeah, but it's a well designed game, well worth a look at. If you've not played it before, trust me, give it a go, you won't regret it. Yeah, it's great. And what will I rate this? Playability, it is a total 10 out of 10. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolute retro Robbins special. So we've just reviewed The Great Escape. It's without doubt a classic. If you haven't played it, it's a must play. It's a great game and I'll recommend it. So let's move on to the next game for today's review. Okay, today's next game, let's get some AY sound on. Quite a new one actually. This is not being reviewed in any Crash magazine that I know. It may have been, but it was released in 2008, so 12 years ago now. 128k version, and let's just pause the AY sound so you can get a good vision. I'm going to increase the screen size. Trooper points. Just watch Doddy Retro Robbins' camera work while he gives you a nice big picture, and of course the autofocus will zoom in and out a few times until I get a nice big picture. There we go. Oh, just that last little bit's always awkward. So what's this game about? Well, effectively it's a jetpack, not to be confused with a Bagley's in space, of course. It's a similar game to Jetpack, so let's give it a play. Nice AY sound at the start, good display there, unusually small writing, but yeah, okay. Usual keys, QA, OP and M. Whoa. If you notice, even some of the sprites are what you find used in Jetpack, and also a clever little feature is the fact that the bullets sound slightly different when they hit something, like a ricochet effect. And effectively, if you can see that next wave, when something drops you need to collect it, that goes down to 0 and then these change. Nice colourful display at the bottom. You can't knock that. So you've got to collect those there. And they're doing exactly what, apart from the occasional one that goes in a straight line, they do tend to dive bomb, which is good. Only complaint is, if you let go of fire, you drop a lot quicker. Almost like Flappy Bird, as soon as you let go of up, you drop down very fast. So it's quite hard to control these. You're constantly going on up. Key to playing this game is just to hold it at the top of the screen. You can shoot those if you're not careful. Oh. And of course they don't stay there. Yeah, as soon as you let go of your jet, you drop like a stone. be careful as well, because you can actually destroy the object that you're meant to be collecting. One more to get. And when you get the 10, the sprites change. And the good thing is it destroys everything on the screen as you change the sprites. So, is it playable? Yeah, very playable. Is it addictive? Yeah, I find it addictive, because you just want to see how far you can get. For the shoot 'em up, I think it's well done. It's got its little tricky difficulties. It is a kind of sort of copy of Jetpack in its own right. And if you ain't careful, you can shoot various things. Now, oh yes, and if you go off this side of the screen, you instantly appear on the other side of the screen like a circle, like a freaky circle. Sorry, it's a quote from Paul Ragnarok. One more to get. Ooh. I know you're thinking, how did I survive that? Well, as you get older, I'm not as quite as I get older and hungrier, there is one thing for certain. I can't do anything about getting older. I've had ugly lockdown since today. And as you see, the sprites have changed. Get a new level soon, hopefully. And I've died. So what do I reckon to that game? AY Sound, please play. Yeah, it's very playable. It's very good. I quite enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm going to see how far I can go. So it's got me a little bit addicted to it. One I haven't seen before, one that you may not have seen before, but worth a go nevertheless. Oh, the classic sound of Robocop in the background there. So, what do I rate it as? Playable? Yes. Addictive? Yes. Okay, it's ticked all the boxes. It's not quite a retro Robbins special, but it's a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I'll recommend you playing that game. So without no further to do, let's move on to another game. And hopefully I'm going to navigate here quite quickly. Last time I tried to navigate to a game, it took me a long time, didn't it? So I have to remember where they're all stored in my system, and of course I stored them all under end, didn't I? So what's the next game we're going to play for you? I'll give you a hint. It begins with N. And it's a Crash Smash. So if you've got the Christmas special Crash from 1986, you're about to find out what it is. Are we getting it yet? Should we load the top foil? And there it is. That's the game. So, what can I tell you about this game? Not a lot really. I know that you can redefine the keys, and that's always a bonus. I think I will redefine these keys. So one, I'm going to use O. Pick up a symbol shift. And then return to menu. We like that. Play old game or play new game. I'm going to play a new game because I haven't got an old game saved. So obviously you can save your progress. which is always a bonus. Back in 1986 you'd have a tape unit which you'd end up frantically finding out a black tape to record, and then hope that you recorded it properly or put your leads in the right slots. I've done that before now. So it's very similar to movie, however it's a much larger screen. You collect various items. Graphically it's quite good. But you can just walk out the room. I think that is a lamp. Should we stop the AY sound a second? I need to try that game. They've got the sound on just there. Bleeper sound, not the best. It's okay. I suppose this was back in 1986 before people really started getting their teeth into coding for the 128k spectrum and using AY sound. Maybe they were still learning the system. You need to escape from the castle, I believe. That little window down at the bottom there tells you roughly where you are on the map, unless it could be the sun or moon passing over. Whether that represents daylight, I do not know. And the spiders are deadly. The thing is though, sometimes you can walk out a room and you don't realise that there's a door there. So it is a little bit confusing like that. However, the fun of these games is learning what to do. And funny walk he's got, hasn't it really? But not bad at all, really. Not bad at all. So, what did Crash rate this at? See if I can die first of all. You can see there's like a little tune that comes up when you walk into them. I've got to die before I can rate it. I can't be any good at these games. It'll ruin my image. And definitely not going to be any good at these games, no matter how much I try. I mean, you don't jump to walk up there, it automatically steps up like a step. There we go, I've died. So, what did Crash say? Well, they had a new rating system here, because on this game they got use of computer, which must mean the amount of memory used and the capabilities of the computer used up in the design of the game. So they rated that at 90%, which is quite high. Graphics 93%, which is very good indeed. Playability 92%. Getting started, that must be how easy it is to get into the game. They rated that at 87%. Addictive qualities, they rated that at 92%. Value for money 91%. Well, how much was it? Quick flick the page, let's have a look at the price. What? £9.95? I only paid £7.95 for Alvida Saint Monty. It's not in that class. Overall rating, they gave it a Crash Smash 91%. Do I consider that a Crash Smash? Well, in my eyes, not really, no. I will give it a respectable 8 out of 10, but it's definitely not a Crash Smash. So, with that to do, that's the second game reviewed of the day. So, let's have a look at another game, shall we? And this game, which I'm hoping to get to straight away. I've tried playing once and I was pathetic at it. So, let's go to the tea section. I'll have a tea, please, Bob. We've already played one tea game today, haven't we? Well, this is another one coming up. So, the final game of today is very poorly rated, which usually when Crash say that, they're about right. And as I scroll down to find it, trying to be as quick as I possibly can, and it is called, oops, I've gone past it, haven't I? Do we want to see the TZX file, or should we go for the snapshot? We'll try the TZX first. We'll go to the snapshot. Okay, they call me Trooper. So we've had trooper points and now we've got they call me trooper. And annoyingly the AY sound is very loud. Let me just adjust that for you. See, I can't hear myself think there, can I? So, right. What did Crash say about it? 128k only. Retail price £8.95. Really? Some of the budget games were so good for the price that you used to pay, $2.99 or even $1.99. Use of computer 54%. That's bad. Graphics 47%. Anything below 50% really is awful, and usually Crash are pretty on the mark there. Playability 47%. Getting started 53%, and if that figure's not in the 90s, then I'm going to struggle. Addictive qualities 46%. That's one you're going to reset pretty quickly, probably. Value for money 42%, so you've paid a lot of money for something you're not even going to like. Overall rating 46%. Right. First impression, 1 or 2 players, yes, tick. Redefine the keys, that's a tick. Flashing, I mean, I could do that, you know, on an artist program better than that. Poor display at the top really for the game. I mean, I've seen much better. So let's have a look. Shall we redefine the keys first of all? That is annoying, isn't it? It just says press 4 to redefine your keys. You press 4, it then says, do you want to redefine your keys? Well, obviously I've just pressed 4. Fire, jump or punch. So fire, jump or punch. And then you got jump. Kick up. Hold object or flying kick. And middle kick. Yeah, if I can remember all them keys. Should we try that again? Right. Up, down, left, right. So you've got a fire or punch, okay, and then you've got a jump, which I'm going to put as 1. Then you've got a pick up or high kick, so that button uses 2. Flying kick and middle kick. Okay, so it asked me twice to do that, and then twice I've done that, so let's get going. Press 5 to start game. And I'm probably going to get into a fight with this guy, that's right. And even though I've just got the first blowing, and the second blowing, and the third blowing, I seem to be losing this fight. Unless and I've lost my life. Well, it's not exactly Yar Kung Fu or even Way of the Exploding Fist, I'll give it that much. Will I win a fight? I don't know. And I've got to be honest, it's just terribly responsively. And I mean, at the moment, even though I'm landing loads of blows on him, my energy's gone down to 0 and I'm dead again. Okay, pick it up. Now I should be winning, surely. That's dirty, isn't it, kicking me in the back like that, right? What a gentleman fighter is he? I don't like it, I'll be honest. I don't like it at all. It's very hard to you know, he's a lot faster than you can possibly move. That's ridiculous, you know. And now I'm trying to punch and I'm facing the wrong way. By the time I've turned around, he's gone past me. Am I really that bad? Come on, let me win. Oh, I'm going to give up on this. And I've lost another life. Okay, I've had enough of this already. So what do I think? Hey, voice sound, please. I'm not impressed. Playability 47%. Playability to me, I'm going to say 3 out of 10. Getting started 53%. I'm going to say 3 out of 10. Addictive qualities 3 out of 10. I'm not going to say 46. Value for money, I think I'd been totally ripped off. I wouldn't pay £1 for it. No, I'm sorry. It's good looking sprite, don't get me wrong, but apart from that, it's just, no, it's neither here or there, is it really? I'm sorry, but I'm going to give this a very, very dismal 3 out of 10. So yeah, that's going to put it into that game, isn't it? Okay, so that's 3 games reviewed. None of them very impressive. This wasn't, sorry. First 2 was, weren't they? A Crash Smash. Absolutely interesting game, which I've got to learn to play. And of course the Great Escape, which somebody asked me to review. And I said I would give it my take, but he didn't really need reviewing, did it? 4 games reviewed, isn't it? 4. Because we had Shooter, Trooper Point, sorry, which was much like Jetpack. Yeah, so that concludes today's show. And if you enjoy my content and you want to see more little reviews like this, trying to find those games that time forgot, or potentially see games that you haven't seen in action before, please subscribe to Retro Robbins. If you leave any comments on how I can improve things, I will definitely try and get through them, read them out, and you know, improve this channel to grow. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, you all take care. Have a nice working week or weekend, depending on when you watch this. But for me, Retro Robbins, I bid you goodbye.